That Atari 26 controller can only mean one thing. We're playing the Atari 2600, of course. And over here we have Grand Prix on the Atari 2600. And this is a very interesting Activision game for the Atari 2600. As you can see, the label right there has a nice purple background. It has a nice little screenshot in the center. You can see there the little cars. I don't think those are actually screenshots. I think that's actually some sort of artwork piece. Upon closer inspection, these games look like they're a little bit more clear on the cartridge than the pixelation that you get on TV, which is pretty interesting. Now, Grand Prix was released in 1982 by Activision on the Atari 2600, and it was conceived and designed by David Crane. Now, in Grand Prix, there's 4 tracks, and you actually switch between game modes 1 through 4, and you can switch between Watkins Glen, Lehman's, Grand Hatch, and Monaco. And much like the other Activision games that we have featured on Memory Lane, this game also had a special patch that you can receive if you capture an image of your TV. Now, this is a very interesting one. It's not by score, so in order to get a patch in this game, you have to beat track number 2, which is Lehman, under 1 minute. Track number 3, which is Brands Hatch, you have to actually complete under 1 minute and 30 seconds. And Monaco, you have to complete under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is quite interesting. And this right here is what the patch looks like. It's actually a really cool looking patch. And apparently this game is one of the first games that Activision actually featured that little patch challenge on the Atari 2600. So let's pop in Grand Prix and let's see if we can complete a track under 1 minute. And here we have Grand Prix on the Atari 2600. And yeah, we just popped the cartridge in, turned it on, and let's check this out. I mean, right away we got some nice pixelated Atari graphics. I mean, look at that. Look at the bushes. Look at the pavement. You got the little car right there. You actually see the little details on the wheels. Look at that. That's amazing. Now, right here we have 4 different tracks. So down at the bottom of the screen, you can see it rotating between 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's try the first track right here. Now, the first track, for whatever reason, was not part of the challenge to get the patch. So, regardless of whatever time you complete this track, it really doesn't matter. It's you can complete it in 10 seconds and you still won't get your patch. And I want my Activision Grand Prix patch. So we have to figure out a way of getting this. So this is more like a practice track, in my opinion. Now, yeah, this game, I was playing it a little bit earlier. I thought I was recording footage of the game, actually, and for some reason I wasn't. And it was killing my hand, playing it on the actual traditional 2600 controller. You can see right here I'm speeding up quite a bit. This game is quite fast. Oh, I almost made it around. And then what kills me is my screen blanks out sometimes, so sometimes I don't quite see exactly what's going on the screen. The good thing is it doesn't do that like while I'm actually recording, so that's good. But unfortunately, yeah, it happens every time I'm playing it through the TV on full screen. Unfortunately, that sucks, but this game, I noticed also that I'm not sure if this game actually features damage to the vehicles. You may not see it, but I'm wondering, like, if you crash, you actually slow down a little bit, which is quite interesting. Now, the first time I played the game, I made it to the end of this track under 1 minute. This time around, it's 1 minute and 27 seconds. Let's try track number 2. Now, this track in particular, you have to beat this track in under 1 minute to qualify to get your Activision Grand Prix patch. Let's see if I can do it. We're going really fast. Holy shit. What the hell's going on here? All kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, so far I'm doing... Oh, man, I crashed. Like, how the hell do you slow down there? That's unbelievable. You got a bunch of green cars with different stripes. I love the detail on it. And I get nice little raster-looking stripes right there. It's not quite solid colors, so you have little raster... black fitting into blue designs right there. That's nice. Look at that. The wheel details are really cool. You can actually see the wheels actually spinning when you're driving back and forth and forward. Look at that. Oh, I crashed in the back of that vehicle. Son of a bitch. That guy ended all hope for me getting my patch. What a piece of crap. That guy can go screw himself. See, now I'm above 1 minute, so yeah, this patch dream that I have is not happening, unfortunately. Let's see if we can make it to the end. So yeah, this is being recorded through a VCR, a Samsung VCR. I purchased some new AV cables for it, so now we should have audio coming out of both speakers, hopefully. Maybe not. It's the Atari, obviously. I don't think it's in stereo. I think it's mono, of course. But we'll see what happens. Come on, drive faster. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure if my controller's getting a little bit of abuse from me because I'm playing this game, or what the hell's going on. Maybe I'm not playing it right. Alright, I'm gaining momentum once again right here. I feel like I'm on a police chase. What the hell? That would have been that would be a cool concept for an Atari 2600 game. A police chase. Something similar to this, like helicopter view. You're being chased around. That'd be a really cool homebrew game. What the hell? Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're driving because these idiots are driving slow. And it's a race, just in case you haven't noticed. Yeah, so I got a few other surprises coming for Memory Lane episodes. And then, well, the first things first, I bought a new microphone here, so yeah, the audio should sound a little bit better. I also bought a tripod for my camera, my old Panasonic Lumix, so hopefully the images that I recorded of the Atari 2600 will be a little bit more stable, better quality. Now, as far as the surprises that I have coming, we do have a few Sega Atari games that will be arriving eventually. We're going to take a look at those once they get here. We'll do a little unboxing, and then we also have Konami games that will be arriving eventually, and we'll take a look at those as well. Those cartridges actually look pretty cool. Eventually, we'll be getting more Xenix cartridges, those double-ended cartridges, so we can take a look at those as well. Those are quite interesting. You get two games in one, but you know, instead of having like two games on one chip, you have to actually flip the whole cartridge around and plug it in the other side. It's really weird. But we'll take a look at those once they get here. And that car right there looks like a pickle with four wheels. I like the detail on this game. I mean, it's a little hard to play. The wheels look amazing. I love the raster stripe going across each vehicle. The little bush on top right there. There's many little bushes. They're all the same. Very, very cool detail. This game does kill my hand, so after playing it for like maybe 10 minutes on this standard 2600 controller, I feel like, yeah, my hand feels very, very painful right now. Yeah, whoa, I was doing pretty good for a second there. Oh my god, I gotta give my hand a rest. Alright, let's keep going. Ain't no giving up now. What was this, track 3? You can see the little oil slicks in the road and the pavement. If you hit those oil slicks, you're going to be screwed. You're going to fly over the place. Oh, you son of a bitch. What the hell is going on? Oh, there's a road rage, man. Yeah, take that, you son of a bitch. I deal with that driving to work. Alright, let's see if we can make it to the end. We're at 2 minutes and almost 30 seconds here now. In order to qualify for the patch on this particular track, you have to beat this track in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. I definitely did not see that happening. Not for me anyways. If you guys can do it, man, you're amazing if you can do it. Now, once upon a time, I actually owned the one of the Atari flashback consoles. It's a while ago. It was definitely one of the better ones. It actually had Activision games on it. It had River Raid on it. I believe it was the third flashback console. That console was amazing. So that was pretty much the last time I actually played the Atari 2600 regularly. Besides when I was really, really young. It was like the first console I actually owned. You know, I was young back then. I don't quite remember everything I had for the actual console. And for some reason I'm having trouble getting my car to move. What the hell's going on here? The car's being a little bit of a prick. Come on, move it. I feel like this is a race with a bunch of Oscar Mayer winner vehicles. I mean, just look at it. Just look up. It looks like a bunch of hot dogs. That would have been cool if Activision actually acquired Oscar Mayer winner license and made this, instead of Grand Prix, Oscar Mayer winner racing. And made it just a bunch of hot dogs racing each other. I mean, that would have been really, really interesting. It probably would have worked. It almost looks like a hot dog in a bun. It's different colors. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a... I don't know what the hell that was. Was it a cucumber? I'm catching up to you, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna pass your ass out. What the... Whoa, whoa. This guy's keeping up with me. What the heck? What a race. What a race. What place am I in? I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm definitely not doing good. I'm almost at 5 minutes. This game definitely kills my hand. I feel like I actually try faster when I move the controller up and down, like this. And of course I stopped. Okay, let's try track number 4. Okay, track 4 is the last final track in the game. Let's try this out. Now, I believe this one you have to complete under around, I believe, it was like 2 minutes or something like that, in order to qualify to get your patch. And again, you have to snap a picture of your TV and mail it into Activision. You have to get your patch. There was no Photoshop back then, so if you plan on, you know, making something up, you have to try really hard to do something like that. So I heard rumors, well, it's not rumors, it's actual facts, that Atari is definitely eventually going to be coming out with their new console. I don't know what that is, called the Atari box or something like that. So, yeah, that's going to be quite the interesting thing. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I think it's actually quite interesting. I think that if Atari actually remade, or actually negotiated with Activision to remake their classic Atari games and gave them pretty much like a, you know, a new facelift, new graphics, maybe HD or 4K. Like, you know, take like this game for example, keep it the same format, but this, you know, better graphics. I would love to play River Raid with better graphics. That'd be awesome. I would love to play Pitfall, but with better graphics. If they could actually make that happen, but make it exclusive on their console, heck, I might buy their console. That would be pretty cool. I think that's one thing that they went wrong with on the Jaguar. I mean, they had plenty of classics on the 2600 that should have been probably remade on the Jaguar in a 16-bit fashion. Well, the Jaguar was supposedly 64-bit, but we all know the whole deal with that. But it would have been cool if they were able to make this into like a 32-bit graphic game, which is quite possible. Maybe add a little bit more detail to it, more features. I always viewed the Atari Jaguar as untapped potential. I mean, that console was basically the American version of the Neo Geo, but it was never used correctly. There's plenty of different things that could have been done with that console. It would have been great to see a lot of arcade ports ported over to the Jaguar, because they had the power to play a lot of really cool 2D games. It could have been like the American version of the Neo Geo. We could have seen a lot of American-style arcade games ported over to the Jaguar. I'm wondering why Atari didn't even make that attempt. They had plenty of arcade games like Pitfall. I mean, Pitfall wasn't the best, but still. That game would have been awesome on Jaguar. It would have been a heck of a lot better than it was on Genesis and Super Nintendo. And it was made by Atari. I mean, what the heck? I wonder why they didn't get Midway to make Mortal Kombat on Jaguar. That would have been awesome. There's plenty of games that could have came out on Jaguar, but I guess, you know, the third-party support wasn't there. But yeah, this is Grand Prix on the Atari 2600. And as you can see here, I ain't getting my patch anytime soon. I don't play this game that well. It kills my hand to play this game. This game is like one of the first Atari games where it actually literally hurts my freaking hands to actually play this. I made it to the end at 4 minutes. A little bit over 4 minutes. So if you enjoy this episode of Memory Lane as much as I enjoy playing this, except for my hand, then give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to comment below. And let me know what you think of that new Atari console.